Good evening, everybody. There is controversy brewing around a new policy adopted by the Hennepin County Sheriff's Office. Deputies and other staffers can now start deleting emails after 30 days.
That's right. The Sheriff's Office is the first one to do this. In fact, all of Hennepin County will be going to a 6-month auto-delete system starting next year, something that's raising eyebrows from those who work for more government transparency. Hennepin County is a big operation. 8,500 employees who receive and send millions of emails a year.
We have about 210 million emails in the county right now and get about 6 million emails a month, which is a lot of emails.
County Operations Director Judy Regenscheid told us the cost of storing those emails has risen to about $3 million per year. And one of the reasons the county is going to a 180-day auto-delete policy.
By being able to get rid of the ones that we do not need to keep, we will be able to significantly save taxpayer dollars.
You just kind of know there's more going on here than just, quote, saving the taxpayers' money, unquote.
Don Gimberling heads the Minnesota Coalition on Government Information and spent more than 30 years running the state's Data Practices Office.
If you've got stuff in there you really don't want the world to see, then the best way to deal with that is get rid of it, okay?
Gimberling's especially concerned about the Hennepin County Sheriff's Office, which has adopted an even stricter policy, auto-deleting after 30 days. Sheriff Rich Stanek wasn't available to talk on camera, but issued this statement: the updated retention policy will allow the county to be better data stewards, while also reducing the county's cost to retain large quantities of email multiple years.
Many of the conversations are about business. They're about making decisions. They're about whether or not to meet with certain people or not meet with certain people.
County employees are required to manually set aside emails they think are official government business and put those in folders that are saved longer.
In a paper file, you go through your files and you say, is this something that applies to the Data Practices Law? If so, I will keep it and keep it in this location. So they will be physically moving that to a folder that will not be deleted. Those are all retained for 3 years.
Hennepin County workers go through training on which kinds of emails need to be saved, but transparency advocates like Don Gimberling say the state law on data retention is outdated and vague.
It has language that essentially gives government a lot of discretion in deciding what information in an email is, quote, official, unquote. And that kind of discretion just kind of handed over to the people who have the email is just bad policy.
So this email auto-delete issue will come up at the state capitol because at least 2 state lawmakers have already said they want, and we're talking about lawmakers from both parties, they want this thing to go longer than 30 days. They want to impose some type of a rule that make people keep them at least longer, as long as 180 days, even longer.
Well, yeah, so if we want to find out information about something that happened a year ago, how would the press find out?
Well, if it's one of those, if it's in that category of email that they have to save,
yeah,
they could probably still find out.
But how do they know we want that?
Exactly. How do they know in advance? Well, they're supposed to be trained on what's important, what's official, what has to be saved for legal reasons, and what can just be deleted. And the question is, it's still a very subjective process.
But to be fair, it costs a lot of money to save data, right? I mean, that was the thing with the body camera. It costs so much money to save all these files.
Right, and I mean, in some cases, data storage is getting cheaper than it used to be.
Yeah.
But the Hennepin County operations person told us they've gone from 1 million 3 years ago to 3 million this year. So her costs are going up.
Unbelievable.